The good thing about living a life of not fulfilled, uncertainty, unhappiness, motivations low, not much purpose, sad, disheartened, going through the paces on a day-to-day basis like we go through yesterday, not overcoming past hurts, addictions, victimisation. The good thing about living in those states is that we all get a chance to change our focus in life. And I'm sure you'll be able to relate to this. What do I mean about our focus when we're living like that? Well, it's usually somebody else's fault or circumstances that we tell ourselves that keeps us in that framework of not living a life that you truly deserve. And the only way to see another possibility to move out of it is to understand that the framework that you have and the behaviours that you do, and I'm a part of this too. This isn't judging or blaming other people. This is just trying to help people see how to get out of struggle the quickest way is to look at ourselves, is to look at our behaviours, our attitudes, our choices, our decisions. Because if we don't look at that stuff when we're living in a place where we're not happy, then we don't get out of it. Or we might get out of it for a period of time when something comes along that you grab onto that you think's going to make you happy. Maybe a new relationship, or you might get something that you've always wanted, and you know what I'm saying, you get those short-term happinesses. But then it goes back usually to that place again, you know, of not fulfilled, not happy, back to maybe too much alcohol, too many drugs, or so. Why is it important to focus on our choices and our decisions? Well, that's really all we have securely to get out of our internal unhappiness. If we don't start focusing on we are part of the problem in our life that's contributed to not living a life of not being happy and fulfilled. And hey, that's a day-to-day proposition. You know, you're not going to be happy and fulfilled all the time. But generally, you can live a life of feeling pretty damn good about your life. Life is good. Life is great when you take control of it. And the only way I know to take control of it is to take control of your actions and decisions and your behaviour, and that leads to your behaviours. So it's really important to look at ourselves, look at why we're living the way we're living, asking questions. Why am I feeling this way? Looking at our thoughts and our feelings. And when I say looking at them, it's hard to look at your thoughts and feelings as an indicator to become more happier, because they're really hard to deal with. When I say look at your thoughts and feelings, look at how you think about things. Do you blame everybody for your life? Do you appear like a victim to the world? Do you live in fear? Do you feel things that you struggle with and it scares you, and you don't want to, you live safe in life, you know, you don't want to break away from something you're familiar with? And there's a lot of information out there on YouTube on subjects that hopefully you can identify why you're feeling it. You might be feeling depressed, you might be feeling scared, you might be feeling hopeless, you know, down. Like, you can go to YouTube and punch this stuff in, and you know, there's a heap of stuff that will come up and give you new information. And the more information you have, the more insight you'll get to yourself and what you do. But you can guarantee there is stuff in all information, be that YouTube. Books are another great way. There's some great books out there on looking at yourself and looking at your current situation and relating that to subject book matters that you can grab onto that will help you. But you've got to get motivated, and you know, you've got to understand that you are the one that can start this process of becoming better than what you currently are. You're the only one. You're the only one that can do it. Podcasts, another great thing. Something like this, or there's millions of them out there. So it's important that we do take stock of ourselves and take stock of our happiness, because nobody's going to do it for us. Like, today's going to pass, tomorrow's going to pass, the next day's going to pass, and the years are going to tick over. Like, take stock of it, you know, do something about feeling not happy, do something about feeling there's no purpose, do something about you know, what you did yesterday, you're doing it again today, boredom, you know, do something about it. And you can do something about it when you understand that you have the choices and the decisions within you to do something about that shit, you know. You have it, you can do it. And only you can do it. Nobody else can do this for you. And whatever you do, don't get comfortable like a pig in shit, you know, like a pig in mud. Don't get comfortable with a shit life and shit thoughts and shit feelings. Don't get comfortable with that. Say, you know, like, no way, you know, like, I know I can feel better. I know life can give me a lot more. But you got to search for it, and you got to make the effort, and you got to do the work. If you don't do the work, you're not going to get any return, you know. You're like, if you don't look at yourself, you don't look at your thoughts, you don't look at your feelings, you don't look at your behaviours, and nothing changes. So you've got to look at yourself. Well, you don't have to do anything, but I learned in 1989 in a rehab the power of what I'm talking about, because I was confronted with looking at myself, and I'd never ever looked at myself. I thought I was okay. I thought I was okay doing robberies and bloody behaving in ways where it was completely unacceptable and just going to jail all the time and using heroin. I thought everybody was a criminal somewhat, and you know, everybody took drugs, but little did I know that wasn't the case. And you know, I was responsible for everything that I was doing. So the more I started looking at myself, the more my life got better. My life got good. But I couldn't have got better if I didn't look at myself, if I didn't look at what I was doing and how I was conducting myself. So there's a lot of value in what I'm saying. That's if you can trust what I'm saying. But anyway, that's another story. So, you know, come on, have a look at yourself. It won't kill you. And don't give up. Don't give up the journey. Don't give up the discovery of who you are. You know, never give up. Never give up on looking at yourself. Never give up on trying to find out reasons why you are or you feel the way you feel, or you act the way you feel. Because if you give up, it'll stop. And if you don't find it straight away, keep searching and searching for the answers. But they're not with other people. They're not with, yeah, sure, other people affect us. Yeah, we've all got a past. I get all that. Yes, we've all been conditioned in a certain way from parents and families and thoughts and feelings and, yeah, all the above. But we still make our decisions through those times. You know, we still make the call. So the more insight you can get to who you are through asking questions and looking to find out about how you act and why you behave the way you behave and why you're not happy, or, you know, why you're not successful, and, you know, why you're lonely, or why you haven't got what you want in life, then if you don't ask the questions, you're not going to get the answer. And 9 times out of 10, people don't ask themselves the question because they don't think they've got no answers for themselves. But you have. The self-discovery of the self, the internal self, what you're looking at when you're looking at yourself, is phenomenal. And I'm only touching on it. The more you look at yourself, the more you make the effort to find out about why you are the way you are and why you haven't got what you're living at the moment, or why you're not happy, or why you haven't got a relationship, or why you haven't got a good job, or is within you. You'll find the answers, and it's up to you to act on that. But that's for another talk one day, about acting on this stuff. So have a good day, and never ever give up the discovery. And your happiness lies within you, what you do, your behaviours, your thoughts, your actions, and that's where your freedom is if you focus on it. You focus on everything outside of yourself, that's where it'll stay, and that's where it will stop, and you can't go too far with that stuff. You take care now and have a great day. Look after yourself. Never stop giving up looking at yourself.